Okay, it is technically the started. Hello,
Yay.
everybody.
Hello. I am Tuftee. That's Caster. Caster is streaming art today because my fucking tablet no work. No work. So sad times all around.
Yes. But I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna take prompts. Miscellaneous shit. Otherwise just doing dumb shit.
If I copy the stream URL, that'll work, right?
I don't know. I always had it that what I did was I went through, I tabbed into its I like tabbed into another version of YouTube, went to the video itself and then copied that URL just to be safe.
There we go. Oh, I forgot to post like fuck, that didn't work. How do I get to the stream? Okay. Here we go. Alright, there we go. Oh, what is this boy?
It was just like chubby bunny.
Chubby bunny.
Chubby bunny.
Chubby bunny.
Chubby bunny.
He chomp.
He chunk. He got big feet. Big belly.
Big feet with big line.
Yes, exactly. I realized I did the line like way too thin for what I was doing.
It just makes it look more cursed. So, let's see what chat is saying. They're saying nothing.
There's probably no one here.
Probably. I'm going to add everyone again for a second time. No, I'm not
Oh boy.
So, what? Oh, what is this? Is this Ben Shapiro?
I don't even know what I'm drawing right now. I'm just like...
I just assumed it was the Keebler elf.
You know what? That's fair. Honestly, I was vaguely going for Big Boy.
Big Boy?
Big Boy.
Oh, from The Simpsons?
No! Big Boy! You've never heard of Big Boy restaurants?
No.
He has like the hair... Huh?
Oh, you mean Fry from Futurama?
Oh my god. Big boy. Fucking shit. Fucking goddamn it.
I come from a civilized society that is not in the Midwest, so I have no
Don't
idea
worry,
what you're
Gwen.
talking about.
If it makes you feel any better, I also don't know what you're talking about.
Fucking let me find it real quick. Well, apparently that's another, like, northerner thing, apparently. Because they were all over freaking Michigan. This terrifying little blighter. Let me get to it. Let me see if I can get it into here.
What if we drew the big boy coming out of a bus that reads "Down with Sis"?
Monkey.
That's big boy. That's big boy.
It's a pretty tiny boy, I gotta say.
I don't know why they made it so freaking tiny, but like.
Winston, Gwen.
What?
Draw Winston as a big boy.
Draw Winston as a big boy.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck you're talking about.
But
Monkey.
But like he had like there was always these statues. Fuck. There was always these statues out front that were like that.
Oh, so kind of like a Buc-ee's, but a restaurant rather than a gas station.
I don't know. I understand what a Buc-ee's is. I'm still like new to the concept of a Buc-ee's, but it's like a restaurant where old people go to like have endless seafood and like it has really good milkshakes and burgers.
I see.
Monkey.
I'm going to be honest. I only went to a Buc-ee's once, and it is a testament to the human nature of excess and greed, and definitely lust. Have you ever looked at Beaver?
Dude, I'm in Texas right now. Do you think Buc-ee's are more common than lakes in Michigan? Like Buc-ee's in Texas is more common than lakes in Michigan.
I've been to one. I fucking hate the fucking beaver. It is the only mascot I am actively afraid of.
Yes?
Monkey.
Monkey.
Gwen, she doesn't like the monkey.
I don't like Buc-ee's because I hate how the thing is designed.
Gwen,
like
you're just dumb.
It definitely gives that vibe of like.
Gwen, you just hate things.
Of like they had like, I mean it could be a case that like the owner's daughter drew that picture and it was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll slap that shit on everything.
It is an icon of excess.
It pretty much is. There's like
monkey go ook.
I'm
gonna play Winston all day today.
Yeah, it just sort of like the drink wall was like absurd. And then like
right?
they had like a deli. They had a deli, but it wasn't like it wasn't like your typical deli. No. This deli was just dedicated to fucking jerky.
It was. However, it was weird.
Consider the following. They have some really good roasted nuts.
Yeah.
They do have some good roasted nuts. The jerky's also pretty good. Same as like they had like these brisket sandwiches and they were like really, really good.
Last time I was in Texas, I actually bought a branding iron for my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like the first letter of his name, which I'm not going to divulge. But yeah, so now we just have a branding iron that my dad never uses, even when he makes steak. It just hangs there, menacingly.
I don't remember what Winston looks like, honestly. and I'm not even gonna bother to look like the few inches to turn my head.
I think you're getting Winston
All you
confused
need to
with
know
Jeffrey
is he's a
Cox.
monkey with glasses.
Yeah, he's a gorilla with glasses. That's all. He's a gorilla with glasses, and then like he's like a gamer guy type vibe.
He's a scientist.
He's a scientist, but he also really, I think he loves bananas and peanut butter.
No, he likes peanut butter. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like bananas.
He doesn't.
He doesn't like the
I believe
bananas.
a specific quote
He
from
likes
him is, "No, I
peanut
do
butter.
not want a banana."
Okay, fair enough.
He like the peanut butter. That's what he like.
Yeah, he really fucking likes peanut butter.
He like the peanut butter. And he go ook.
He do go ook.
Now Blizzard's gonna send you a cease and desist.
Asher says J.
J?
He's a monkey.
He just says J.
He just says J, nothing else.
Just J, nothing else. Hello, Asher.
This low-key looks like average Winston play. Just
No, give him a pog face.
give him a pog face.
Give him the pog chant face.
Wait, what even is the pog?
Caster.
Yes.
This sure is a Reddit moment, ain't it?
Is it a Reddit
Give him
moment?
a
Am I
pog
gonna be canceled? Please
No.
let it be fast.
No, because this looks like a Reddit. Or also, the legend says Q.
Yep. I'm here. I'm a monkey.
Monkey.
I am monkey. I am monkey.
And then he has like the little like doodah right there. So I gotta figure out like how to do a pog face, but also keep it gorilla. Well, okay, I guess that's fair because gorillas sort of do this face all the time. Wait, that's eraser. Gorilla. You know what? I'm gonna have to actually look up.
The PogChamp face.
Yes.
Monkey.
You know what? You are my. Fine. I guess you are my little PogChamp. Come here.
Okay, I have figured it out. I have found the perfect one. This gorilla looks very concerned, but you know what?
What, you're just giving him like unhumanly teeth?
He's a monk.
Put your reference in the document so everybody can see it.
All right. Freaking all right. One moment. It's either that or that. Actually, no. I'm gonna do a different one because that monkey looks malformed.
Offensive. Wait, do you have two screens?
I have my laptop, my gaming computer, and my phone.
I see.
Yeah.
You know what? This is perfect. This is terrifying but perfectly gorilla. Okay, one moment. Let me get it into the thing. Okay. I'm gonna send this to you, Tuftee, because it's just gonna be easier for you now.
Oh god.
I want to see.
One moment.
I want to see the monkey.
Wait for it to load because it's gonna take its fucking ass time. Oh my gosh. Okay, so right now, but okay, there you go. Now things are going how they are supposed to be.
Okay. I'll just turn the stream up to 1080.
As web. and then let me
Oh,
move
wait.
it.
Do you have smooth jazz playing in the background?
I do not. I have no music playing in the background because I have not bothered applying music.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, gorillas have a bit weirder rhythm. You know, I spent all this time like drawing like apes and stuff like apes and like monkeys, like for Dead Tree. You think I would be better at drawing them? I'm not.
Oh,
And then it's like,
the one that I just sent you is the one that that's the one that doesn't get us copyright claimed.
okay. If again, it's a case of my computer's a very like delicate balance of like of like gonna have to turn his face a little bit more. I'm gonna just nix it and redo it. Now with monkey reference.
I love how all you have to do is throw glasses on a gorilla and people automatically know.
That's because that's his entire character.
He is a gorilla with glasses. So I'm gonna do like this and then like just for the sake of like marking out like where everything is, so I'm gonna do like that. The head, and then it goes like that, and then like it's like a jaw. It goes like boop, boop,
I almost
boop.
fell out of my chair. I leaned back too far.
And I guess it's like that. And then we have like the nose area, it's the face, the nose area, and then like boosh, boosh, and then like blue, 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 blue. Wait, it's too low. Then go up here like boosh, boosh, and then like boosh, and then like blue, blue, blue.
Phenomena. Phenomena.
Yeah.
Phenomena.
Okay, I have drawn like a very accurate monkey. And I'm about right. Alright. Now that I've got like the base layer down, that's all I'm gonna need for that. What?
I just fucking love that face. The face you're drawing.
Yes. And it's like sort of like it's like
Yeah. The forehead is very pronounced.
yeah, for Winston he has a very pronounced forehead.
Actually, it's supposed to be covered with a plate, apparently.
What?
Yeah. It's like a circlet.
Well, this is naked monkey Winston right now.
What? Monkey mode. Monkey mode.
You know what? I'm gonna draw this as if this is a shitty meme because it is.
Because he's the pog gorilla.
Pog gorilla.
Pog gorilla. That's what he's called.
I need to move this eye over. You know, I just made like that half-sized. I hope that didn't cause like a stroke in the stream. Okay.
Well, I'm closing. Back to stream. Sorry. I got distracted. Wait. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm just like absurdly focused. I am really drawing this monkey.
He's a good monkey.
I need to change up the face. Oh, right. By the way, I know my camera's not on, and though I technically could turn on my camera, I don't know if I should. Currently my cat is perched upon my shoulders.
She's a parrot.
Don't dox yourself.
I think I already showed my face at one point. It's like hidden somewhere.
Somewhere. Gorilla Pog. The thing about gorillas is, like, they don't really have a human-shaped head. They kind of have, like, a crest.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing going on with their
Skulls.
that gorilla face. It's like that, and then like.
And you have to send me the finished result.
I believe Zen is in chat. Is
Oh,
that Zen? He says Roboroki.
Roboroki. Oh, I bet you.
Gorilla.
It's probably because, you know, it does not like the fact that I'm streaming right now. Usually, how it happens a little bit easier is usually, at least for my poor computer, because we sort of have shitty internet. On top of the fact that my laptop is like, is not the newest thing.
Hold on, let me mute and I'll listen to the stream for a sec.
Alright.
So, what it sounds like is, it like sound like your mic is picking up like double.
Oh, I know what's happening. Okay, let me turn down volume. Alright, let's see what it's doing there. Yeah, because it should only be picking up from my mic. Are you saying words, Tuftee?
No.
Okay. Is it still going bad?
Hold on.
Are you saying words, Tuftee?
It still sounds like that.
I am not entirely certain what to say then. I don't know why it's going double.
What up, womp. Check your Streamlabs settings. Make sure you only have like one microphone source.
Yeah, let me see. Properties. Yeah, it's just my microphone. Is it picking up all the small noises? Like, do you hear noises in between me talking?
No.
So if I go through and, oh, that's what's going on. Can you hear me on stream now? Now that I have a certain thing muted. La 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 la, noises. Oh, that's what's going on. Can you hear me on stream now? Now that I have a certain thing muted.
Okay, yeah, it works.
Okay, so what was happening was that it apparently has it somehow, for some strange reason, has my audio twice. I have no clue why.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with it. I do not really understand ODS Studio. I'm gonna figure it worked, it fixed itself, so I'm not gonna mess with it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Womp. Well, technical difficulties fixed. Asher says fixed, so I assume it's not just me.
That's good.
Can you all hear the sonorous sounds of Casteroki's voice?
Ah.
I say as she starts fucking croaking like the girl from The Ring.
Ah. And then let me just do like, there's the easy high detail button. I have that somewhere. Wonder what happens if I do this.
Oh, I know what you should draw next.
What should I draw next?
Do you remember Yowie Paddles?
Oh god, no.
Oh, that's some good shading. Oh, so that's an actual
Yeah, it's an
critter
actual Russian Kitra.
Hold on.
Ooh, I gotta do that in regular.
Because the reason I wanted to find out what that was is because my friend made a GIF of his character in black and white, and he says he wants to color it, but I'm telling him not to because it looks good in black and white, and he should just like do the fucking dots. But him not having to do that manually is a lot better.
Oh yeah, it's like 1,000 times easier. It's this brush right here in Krita, and then you just basically like. I should not have it on erased.
De gorilla. Although I do think the eye should just be a solid color.
Just a solid black.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, makes this terrifying.
It makes him look like he has compound eyes.
Yeah, let me like erase the white part because that's technically that would be white in a comic.
What the fuck?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. The stream is a little bit behind, so I got to the point where you filled his eyes with the dots. And it was awful. Legend says, I literally clicked off this tab for a few minutes, came back to Pog Gorilla.
That's how fast I draw. You look away, you come back to Pog Gorilla.
Yeah, she draws fast.
I love it.
You blink and you miss it.
You have to send that to me.
Yes, I'll send it over one moment.
You have to.
I'm contractually obligated.
Yes.
But yeah, my idea was just draw a Lymph Lizard doing the George Costanza bat pose, but he has a Yowie paddle.
Oh Lord, no. Too much complexities. I need simple things. I need
That is
simple things for my simple brain.
You've seen Lymph Lizard. Lymph Lizard is simple.
Oh, you want that guy. Oh.
Yeah. Lymph Lizard, my boy.
I see now.
I don't think I've posted Lymph Lizard in the Dead Tree chat.
I don't think you have. That's probably why, I'm understanding, but, no one else is.
Yeah, I'm gonna post.
Man, he looks like he's from a flip note.
That's the point. He's supposed to be drawn really shittily.
That is true. Okay, so
when I draw
Kitty,
him,
no
I
walkies on my
intentionally draw him shittily because I'm drawing him in MS Paint. But the rules of Lymph Lizard are just lizard.
Alright, so new layer.
Lizard with long snoot. Wait, are you done with Pogrilla?
Yeah, I'm done with Pogrilla. I'm just doing the head.
Don't forget to send Erica the Pogrilla.
I will send it to her when the stream is done. She gets her presents after the stream.
She only gets
it
her
rubs
presents
the
if she's a
lotion
good
on
girl.
its skin, or it gets the hose again.
It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it...
Oh, hello? Who'll go there?
Wait, what? How does he even have a face?
Yes, he does.
Does he have a mouth?
Yes. He has a mouth, he has a nose.
No.
Eyes.
I'm talking about Tuftee's character because I'm done with.
Wow, you can't just ask somebody if they have a mouth.
Yes, he does.
Lymph Lizard? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. The point of him is to draw him shittily, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, drawing him shittily is optional. But that is how I draw him.
But that's just because you draw shittily.
True. I'm going to close my window because the neighbors are arguing.
Tell them to get a divorce already.
They're not married.
Shit, I don't know.
Angie. Angie.
And then it's gonna be too it's gonna be too lazy if I just go through and just grab a picture of a Yowie paddle and I'll draw it.
Oh, I meant like the fucking George Costanza pose though.
Wait, what's I don't understand what that dude, I will tell you this right now. I do not care about movie stars.
Hold on. It's a Seinfeld reference.
How could you not care about movie stars? Don't you know those poor oppressed rich people didn't have enough people watch the Oscars this year?
Oh no, poor rich people not having the poor people pay attention to them.
I just sent you a picture. You heard us referencing what was it? Is that Silence of the Lambs that's from?
What?
It puts the lotion on its skin.
Silence of the Lambs, yes.
That is Silence of the Lambs. That is one Buffalo Bill.
Oh, it's that face. Okay, I thought. Okay, I'm sorry. When I hear Yowie Paddle, I always feel like they're being wielded by absolute barbarians.
A Yowie Paddle?
Yeah, I asked her to draw my new OC, Lymph Lizard, holding a Yowie Paddle in the George Costanza pose.
Okay then.
Bagel is so confused. Of what?
That's Pogvilla.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about
I
it.
want you to send it to me.
I will send it to you post stream. Is he always supposed to have...
See, she wants it now. Give it to her now.
Okay, you know what?
Just give it to her while on stream.
No.
Stream is on hold. Acquisition of memes is important.
Acquisition of memes.
It is the most important.
That's face. Okay, dude, you're telling me to do a pose of something that probably should never have this pose.
What do you mean?
I always imagine him looking up. It's hard to imagine him looking down.
Oh, Lymph Lizard?
I know you have pictures of him looking down. I'm slowly but surely figuring it out.
You mean like this one? For context, I sent her a picture of Lymph Lizard on the cross.
Ah, dear Heavenly Father.
Yes.
Yes.
You can call him Lymph Lizard.
It's ya boy.
So, Caster, are you gonna make that Pogrilla a what's the word I'm looking for?
Chimera.
An emoji in the Dead Tree server?
Do you want it to be an emoji in the Dead Tree server?
That'd be baller. We need more emojis in the Dead Tree server.
Wait, what?
But specifically, we need more emojis that we have that we have the ability to have without getting in legal trouble.
You know what we should name it? Since none of us know what they look like. We should name it Legend Pog.
Legend Pog.
Legend Pog. In his honor.
Wait.
Oh, Casta, does those peoples ever get back to you?
Wait, what?
Does the peoples ever get back? Say the email was legit.
Oh, wait. Oh, I have not gotten a phone call back. I have called them twice. I have not received anything. I am just going to assume that it is fake. And honestly, I am content with this. I am fine with just coasting on commissions for like at least a few months and see where it goes from there.
That's exactly how I feel about donating plasma.
You know what? I might go to that next based on how things go.
I do recommend donating plasma if you're doing commissions as well, because like it just makes you kind of want to take a nap and hungry. So,
all right.
Wait, aren't you selling it if you're being compensated?
it's still called plasma donation. It's a compensated donation.
So what's the difference between a compensated donation and a transaction?
There is none. Oh, transactions are taxable.
Not if it's food.
Yes.
Yes.
The IRS will get their bread, even if it's literal bread.
Yeah, some food transactions are taxable.
Yes, but not some, but not most. The grand majority.
You would be surprised. If the IRS can consider it income, they will tax you for its value.
Unless it is a compensated donation.
Well, for that to be so, are you talking like donations or per diems?
No. Donating plasma, you make money and you don't have to pay taxes for it. Because they are literally taking juice out of your body and giving you money in exchange.
Sorry, everybody, for bringing up tax codes and everything.
It's okay. This is very important because Castor is on she's on a neat break.
Also, Castor, how much
Yes?
are your commissions open right now? you open
Right now
or-
I'm doing catch up. Like right now I'm like relaxing a bit, and then I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna do a crap ton of catch up because like, I have a lot of. I gotta do a bunch of catch up, and then once catch up is done, I am ready for the mustard.
Okay, but Bedro wants to bring barbecue sauce. Oh, why did it do that? No.
And then we're just gonna do this. Gonna lock the alpha, and then he's supposed to be green, right?
Yes. Remember, guys, post your suggestions in chat.
Yeah, post your suggestions in chat.
If you suggest it, we will try to draw it. And by we, I mean Castor.
I'll see what I can do. No promises. I ain't God.
Michael Palin with his face in a pie. Times Douglas Adams squared.
Okay, you're saying words, but I'm not understanding what words you are saying.
Literally meaningless.
Okay, good, because
That's like everything that comes out of Tuftee's mouth.
Exactly.
That's fair enough.
Also, I sent you a comic which reminded me of your description of ketchup days.
Oh yes. Catch soup. Wait, does this not do? Does this not do? Oh wait, I know why this is doing that. It does do it. Hooray! Also, today is just because today is also I discovered the dot tool and I'm enjoying it. Okay. Well, it was like, let me remember what it's called again. I know I just finished looking it up. It is the Ben Day process.
Is that like named after a famous artist, or is it just a weird name?
So it is. I guess yes. I guess the answer is yes. Because I think he was a famous artist because he's the one who did the whole like this vibe. With the whole like dotting in the comics.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. So, like when the comics use the dots for shading, he's the guy who really did that.
Yes. Also, I realized I did not select his foot right. So, I need to go in with this brush. With this brush. I'm going to do it this color because it needs to be this color. Go in, determine where I done fucked up. Looks like I done fucked up here. Maybe not that color. I'm gonna sample this.
However, I do have one gripe.
What?
The dots are too tiny a resolution.
You will witness the dots if you like, oh hey, man, I don't know if there's dots or whatever. You wanna look up? Oh hey, look, there's the dots! It's magic!
My hubris is paid. Tenfold.
Yes. But also
So
because...
this is
Yep, go ahead. Ah, shit.
no, Caster, you go.
What of you speak, dear God?
Hello, I say
Bagels is
words.
awesome.
God damn it!
Yes, Tuftee. You have to entertain. It is your job as the person who is not the doing of the things.
I know it is my job. However, I am looking at the Yowie Paddle and I'm lost for words.
You're lost for words. The Yowie Paddle has been officially too much for Tuftee.
And it was my idea too, so I don't really have much room to complain. However, yes, Yowie Paddle. Don't forget to post your drawing ideas. Apparently Bagel wants glass eggs.
Glass eggs?
Yes.
Bagel, no one wants to draw your sex toys.
What are you talking about? Glass eggs, like they're decoration.
I've never heard of them
They're really
before.
expensive one too. Wait, you've never heard of they're really expensive painted but decorations.
Oh, because they are I assume. Bagel, do you expect me to come from a rich background? Because oh boy, I do not. I do not know.
Wow,
Being
Bagel.
expecting me to be rich. How dare you?
So Bagel has a subject change, and it's a really weird one. Why did Kid Icarus never take off, do you think, as a video game?
Because he's a bitch.
Who?
Kid Icarus. Like, they had one game in, like, the early 90s when it was really pixelated, and then they had another game recently, but those are the only two games with Kid Icarus.
That actually is a really good question, simply because the games are really well formulated, and so is the story. Like,
That's what Bagel said too.
I honestly don't understand why it's not more popular and why more people don't play it. Because, like, the 3DS was really popular. And Kid Icarus Uprising, really, well, it properly utilized the 3D to actually make the flying sequences more entertaining, I want to say.
Yeah.
But that being said, maybe because it was just a bit too Japanese? I don't know.
Chances are it just wasn't a big thing that got popular in
Alright,
the
Tuftee.
Western.
It's done.
It's done. Oh, that is majestic.
Yeah, Uprising was in 2012, and then Of Myth and Monsters in 91, and then in 86 was the original Kid Icarus.
Oh wait, nope.
How much did Uprising actually sell?
I'm gonna save it as
It's not just that, it's like, why didn't it take
Perception, positive, had an 83 out of 100 on Metacritic.
Can you grab some hamburger out to fall?
First week had 132,000 units, and it was a top 5 best-selling game, in Japan. It was actually one of their Nintendo's best-selling games in Japan. So the big thing is really just that it does not hit off in the U.S.
Yeah, which is a shame
in
because
the West. Well, I mean, it's kind of like with Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter just really did not kick off until World. They weren't able to capture that American market just because, yeah, the game was a little bit too Japanese.
not enough shotguns.
That and like playstyle and etc. Because like I know one of the big things with like Monster Hunter is just like, here's a big weapon, go beat up monsters. Haha, good luck.
Yeah.
What do you mean you haven't played previous Monster Hunter games? Oh boy, you're gonna fucking suck. You know, it kind of likes to take the old hard school knocks approach. where I noticed in World, like they actually, I mean, it's absolutely inundated with tutorials, but they actually give you like a lot of tutorials. Not like anything's different from any of the previous monsters. Like, I mean, aside from like balance, like the gameplay loop has been the same in all the Monster Hunter games.
Now that we have a planter, should I be putting these in the succulents or still throwing them in the bushes?
Still throw them in the bushes.
And nah, people love Japanese stuff. Apple is like, yeah, I mean, if this was Sid Meier's Civilization, Japan would have won on a cultural would have had a cultural victory. Because a lot of people do like a lot of Japanese things. I mean, I am a fucking weeb, I will admit that. As I make fun of one of my coworkers every fucking day for being an absolute weeb. Fucking weeb.
I mean, bold of you to say that, Mister. I dropped a $100,000 piece of equipment.
Hey, you know what? I kept my fucking job, so.
I mean, yeah, you did. That was the most impressive part of that.
Right? Honestly, no. The most impressive part of that was that I was involved in a car accident, like literally the day after.
Majestic.
That was
Hold
not.
I got rear-ended at a red light.
What are you?
This is a beautiful couple.
I was driving my mother's van at the time.
Green Apple says, "Nah, people love Japanese stuff."
Yeah, I know.
And you would be correct. However, we're mostly talking about like Monster Hunter and Kid Icarus, where the gameplay loop is more oriented towards a Japanese audience than like say a Western audience. Because Dark Souls, for another example, is Demon Souls versus Dark Souls. Dark Souls like really hit it off in the West and like is really popular, but Demon Souls was more of like a cult classic.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Also, the Chameleos update for Rise is out.
But people love Japanese stuff is not actually any valid argument, because like, I mean, there are a fucking small handful of JRPGs that are like actually consistently popular in a Western market.
Are good.
Specifically Final Fantasy. Outside of that, in terms of JRPGs, like the only thing that even comes close is Dragon Quest, and even that's kind of a cult classic in Western.
I really love Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest is fucking.
Fire Emblem is wife
it's
simulator,
so much
and I
better
will
than Final
not
Fantasy.
tolerate any difference.
Sentinels of Starry Sky was great.
Yeah, I love
fucking
Sentinels
heard
of
of
Starry Skies.
I'm sure somebody's going to say, but Fire Emblem though, and my response is that Fire Emblem's a good game, but it's a very like it's a game that's
Your opinion stopped mattering after the butt.
What?
She's being a little shit. Don't worry about it.
Opinion stopped mattering after the butt.
So oh, fuck, I lost my train of thought now. Thanks, Erica.
You're welcome.
You know,
that's what I do.
I retract my well wishes. I hope you had a bad lesbian visibility day.
You see, what's funny is either way, I still win.
Yeah, you do.
Well, Michael doesn't understand. What do you mean the gameplay in Icarus is geared not towards the Western
like when you kind of look at what do you know about game dev and like game loops? Bagel. Like what do you know about when I say the word a game loop or a gameplay loop? What do you know what I mean?
Bagel would assume that this is mechanical loop, like when
it is the loop that consists.
You raid the dungeon, you get the materials, and then you build the base, and then you go and loot the dungeon.
Yeah, it is, or I mean, it could be your combat loop or whatever. It is the main series of events and mechanics that make up 90% of your gameplay. So, like in Monster Hunter, the main gameplay loop is select a mission, find the monster, beat up the monster, excavate its parts, rinse, repeat. That's the gameplay loop.
And the gameplay loop of Kid Icarus Uprising is you go into a Star Fox-esque segment where you're on an on-rails like third-person shooter.
And you break your hands in the process.
Can you what?
You
Break-
break your hands in the process.
Yes. And then it turns into a shmup. And then there's a possibility of a boss that is either a shmup or a Star Fox segment. Now, shmups and Star Fox segments already are not like particularly popular in the West, specifically because like every single like IP and their mother has had a shmup, and it's just become really bland.
Shmup?
What do you?
Smash 'em up, smash 'em up,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
where you just like fight by pressing buttons. And I'm like trivializing the combat a lot because it's actually kind of in depth
Yeah.
and like and complex for Kid Icarus Uprising, but at its core, it is very shmup-like.
It is a button masher combat.
Yeah,
Just
and
hit
so
buttons until you win.
like the combination of the gameplay mechanics doesn't really suit a Western audience that is used to like half-baked smash 'em ups of their favorite IPs, like every single Marvel game ever created, or that really shitty Ben 10 Wii game. If you've ever played it, it's bad.
Yeah.
All of the Ben 10 games are bad. Fight me.
That goes
I didn't even know there were Ben 10 games.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah,
Also,
so gameplay loop is a really important thing, and in Western area, like a lot of Western culture, like look at what Western games are popular over here. So it's going to be first-person shooters, with a bang bang cover, or Holy Trinity, i.e. Halo, type of combat where you pick up weapons, you use weapons, you progress through the mission, or fighting games, but fighting games are pretty universal.
Yeah.
Or Western RPGs, where it's going to be usually going to be a mix of first-person shooter with like a lot of RPG elements. Like if you look at a lot of modern, I mean, ever since like the Oblivion Morrowind days, it's been like first-person-esque.
You mean
Hmm?
You mean like Outriders, which is just like a massive mess of different shooter RPG elements to where it doesn't even represent its own mechanics well, because you can just see elements of everything else that are just implemented very poorly. I'm sorry. I hate Outriders.
Oh, it's a terrible game. But yeah, there's that. And then I mean there are RPGs, so things like WoW, pardon me, or Warframe, and like loot shooters. But that gameplay loop is a Skinner box mechanic. So a lot of that kind of praise fall on psychology to keep you in the gameplay loop. And people who aren't susceptible to Skinner boxes tend to really dislike that. So like I don't like ARPGs. The gameplay loop outside of the Skinner box mechanic has to be fun for me to want to play. Like
You mean
Monster
like Monster Hunter? In
like Monster
tandem.
Hunter. Warframe was really fun for me, but I burned out because they just stopped having decent new content.
Yeah, it does feel like after a certain point, you're just fighting the same thing over and over again.
There hasn't really been any news. Like the most newest significant cool content was the Eidolons, and that was great. It really brought some fresh new stuff to the game, and I do like the open world stuff. But like, it's just so grindy. I mean, it is a looter shooter, looter shooter. And I mean, it's a nice free to play game, and the combat mechanic is great, but kind of once you're at end game and like you've already fashioned your frame, honestly, there's not a whole lot I want to keep doing. And even then, like Monster Hunter, I gotta be careful. Like if I'm just trying to grind things solo, I burn out on it real fast. Like real fast. Monster Hunter is one of those games. If I want to keep playing it for like long ass times, I have to play with friends, because beating up frickin' arc-tempered Nergigante 60 times in a row so I can get a stupid fucking gem is not going to be fun. But beating him up 50 times with a friend who shitposts while you joke about how he's a scrub and then get your asses whooped, that's fun.
Hey, remember when we were trying to get me through high rank and up to master rank, and we went to fight Nergigante, and you were like, "Oh yeah, he's a scrub. He's absolutely bitch made. We're gonna like win this no problem." And then we died like 5 seconds into the mission.
That is exactly what I was referencing. Fucking love. Yeah, shit like that is
we
what
need to
makes it
stream that game again soon.
Yes. Especially now that like you're almost caught up to me in terms of story stuff. The two things that need to happen is you just need to get to like level like if you want to do some of the kind of like funner high rank stuff like arc tempered or like I really want to take you on a Lunostra fight, but you're not hunter rank 50. But that being said, you're getting really close to where I am in terms of master rank stuff. So like bitch slapping Valkana, especially since I need to farm Valkana, that'll be fun. And yeah, just like there's a couple monsters that I also just want to take you with, just so that I have someone with slash damage so I can farm tails.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I might switch over to greatswords just to try it out again because I haven't played greatswords since Monster Hunter 2, possibly 1.
Yeah.
So I am drawing.
Gameplay loop. Gameplay loop is important when considering which markets will accept your game. And certain game loops are more geared towards a Japanese audience, especially when the game itself is geared towards. Oh, what? You haven't played this game before? Fucking now you're playing on extra hard mode.
Hey, Caster, I have an idea.
Yeah.
You can draw like a chibi handler, and there's just an arrow pointing to it in like neon. Sorry, not neon, but just an arrow pointing to it with text that reads "dumb slut." Hey, Caster, I have an idea.
Okay.
You can draw like
Alright.
Also, that was a very huggable doggo.
It was.
Wait, what?
That was a very huggable anxiety doggo.
Ah, yes. That's basic. I was like, you know what? Let me draw a cartoon version of my dog.
Wait, you have a dog?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I have a dog.
Complicated.
It's a case of like, as much as I would have loved to take my dog down to Texas, she enjoys the farm life so much that I didn't want to take her away from that and have her be cramped in a little apartment where she couldn't run around as much.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anxiety doggo.
Draw an emaciated and starving golden doodle, and that will be an accurate representation of my dog, or one of my dogs.
Wait, why is your dog starving?
Because I don't feed her. No. Because she had pancreatitis and couldn't eat and didn't eat for like a week straight. Due to the pain and the nausea. And so, she's an old dog, so she almost starved to death. And now she's on a low-fat diet. Which means I have to make her food because she won't eat the low-fat dog food from the can. I can't get her to eat it at all. She hates it.
You know how you fix that? Great.
The vet already suggested putting ketchup on it, and she still wouldn't eat it.
It's just that bad.
Oh yeah, she hates it that much. So we have to make her food, which consists of boiled chicken breast, rice, oatmeal, carrots, spinach, and potatoes.
Poor
And even
Tuffy.
then, she's a bit of a picky eater.
Oh,
And
I
trying to like not
fucking
eat unless she's like really hungry, which is a lot of times. Will not eat all of it, or she'll like pick through and eat just the meat, and then like at lunch I come home and I give her leftovers, and she gets to eat that.
I gotta say, one thing that I like about the handler is that whenever like somebody references her or puts her in like an animated video, it's literally just a picture of her, and they don't even bother to draw her because they hate her that much.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's the handler?
An
Hey,
annoying.
Monster Hunter.
It's like the annoying Navi type character that's in Monster Hunter World that everyone hates.
Oh,
Not
okay.
because she's a Navi, hey listen type of character, but because she actively impedes your progress and is just bad at her job.
she's really bad at her
She
job.
tries to commit suicide every chance she gets. She's just awful and annoying, and I hate her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
For those few hunts in which we had the serious handler,
Those were the best.
those were the best.
I literally did not
The
want to
reason
beat Barry
I'm
out
only
just to
at
keep her.
Velcana stage is because I spent so long just not doing anything aside from going on hunts with serious handler. I farmed a lot of optional quests.
I gotta say, I am very excited for Ara Ara.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. Monster Hunter Rise. It is great.
Ara Ara
Unfinished, but good.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe I can
Well,
make
what
a
do you mean?
suggestion.
It doesn't come out until next year.
Ah, yes, for the PCs.
Yeah, exactly. So it hasn't come out at all yet. PC is the only platform that matters.
Damn.
I hope you're getting it for PC when it comes out.
I have plans to, yes.
Good. I know Stories 2 is supposed to come out for PC.
I am so excited for stories. I am
hope it has
so
multiplayer.
excited.
It should.
Ah, I love stories so much. You know what? I can actually set it up to where you can play it on PC. You just have to do it a very weird way.
You just do an emulator.
Yeah, so you emulate your phone because you can play stories on your phone. So you go through, you have a phone emulator. You put stories on there, and then there's a lot of the emulators have a way that you can set up like the little like touchpad thingamajig to instead work with arrow keys and a mouse, and you run it like that.
Legend is here dabbing on Monster Hunter World. Disliking Monster Hunter World in general. Rise is just a better version of World and Generation. So I've been hearing that a lot, that Rise, despite being easy mode for Monster Hunter, and being the easiest game to date, fucking scrub, they have taken a lot of the things that they learned and did and like innovated on in World and made it better. And so it is like a more polished, more evolved version of World. However, it has no fucking story because the game's not actually done.
Yeah, it's not.
Just say the severe lack of content in Rise currently. I'm just really disinterested in it. Generations Ultimate is just simply better in every way, save for graphically, in my opinion. Yeah, like that's everyone's big problem. Is all it is it's just hunts, no story and no actual like legit content. Just hunts. Which if that's all you're into, I mean, that's great. It is Monster Hunter. You don't need a story. You just need hunts. It is the perfect game for Tuftee.
But story is the best part of video game.
That's what Monster Hunter Stories is for. Tuftee.
Yes.
I mean, Bagel. There are words here.
Or if you actually want a story, you play 4.
Yeah, 4 has a heavy story.
Stories are good things.
But yes. Now that being said, Monster Hunter World was my introduction to the Monster Hunter franchise because I was never really all that interested in it until I got roped into it by Caster here.
I mean, you could
Wow.
also,
She was like,
you could also play Monster Hunter Try.
Oh yeah, that's on the Wii.
Play 3 Ultimate. It's on the 3DS and more accessible.
but yeah. I was like, oh, you could be a hunting horn. You can use a hunting horn. Well, what does that do? Allow you to carry the fucking fight.
You
Although,
do and murder.
As much as I like to clown on Monster Hunter Try because it was a mess, it was a game that like laid the groundwork for expeditions later on in the series, and for that it has some merit.
Actually, that was the first game. Actually, no. Second, DOS.
You can't go on expeditions in DOS.
Yeah, you can. They're called gathering missions.
Yes, but those are missions, not expeditions. In Monster Hunter Try, you could literally just go out into the world, like into like the fucking into the fucking hunting area without having a mission.
So that's
Okay.
interesting because I thought you said like the story's MO was basically you go and you hunt stuff. So
No, that's the gameplay
No.
loop.
Like, okay, how do I explain? Oh, you're talking about like Monster Hunter Stories as in like Monster Hunter Story as in
Talking about Expedition because it seems like the gameplay loop didn't really kick in until Expeditions hit.
It's not for everyone.
No. Expeditions is just the ability to go out into the hunting areas and like just free roam. It is open world free roam essentially.
Yeah. It is
And
free
you
roam,
can
and you
still
can
hunt the big monsters. You're just not in an actual mission. So you still get to participate in the gameplay loop, and sometimes there are certain monsters that just because of where you are in the story or like the mission objectives, you can't actually hunt the monster on a mission. You can only hunt it on an expedition. Cough cough, that was me and Fulgur Anjanath. So I farmed Fulgur Anjanath on expeditions.
so this
Legend
is
says-
Did the
Legend
same thing with
says-
a little bit of Azarethlos.
In 3 Ultimate, swimming was not that bad. It made a lot of the Leviathans feel really different to fight, and my boy Lagiacrus is just not the same without underwater fighting. True. That is another thing that 3 and Monster Hunter Try also introduced that was pretty cool.
alright.
It was fucking awesome.
Okay, so I drew a chibi handler. What do I do now?
Big sign that says
Nego has
I'm a
an
dum
idea.
dum.
Yeah, big sign that says dumb.
Dumb.
Yeah.
You're
Also, I
speaking.
like-
Yeah,
Hmm?
Bagel would like Casteroki to draw what she thinks a bagel muffin would actually look like.
A bagel muffin?
Do you mean a bagel muffin or the bagel muffin?
No, a bagel muffin. The pastry. What would a bagel muffin look like?
You mean a bunt cake?
A what?
A
Yeah.
bunt cake.
Bun cake would be about
Oh,
right.
That's actually a thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, look up a
Oh,
bun
Bagel
cake.
didn't know.
Hold on. Let me show you.
Bagel's illiterate. Jokes.
Well, I mean, you're German, so.
Hold on.
You've seen some videos that Bagel has sent you, Tuftee. You know
Actually, you know what? Bagel keeps insisting he's American, so he might actually be a Mennonite.
of what?
A Mennonite. They're like the Amish, but
Yeah.
no, the Mennonites and Amish are like they're
completely
very
different,
similar, but
but they're different.
they're
Yeah.
completely different.
Like Polish people and Turkish people.
No, not even close.
They're both people.
That's debatable.
Okay, true. The Turks might not.
Whoa, fucking racist piece of shit. Who said anything? No. You've seen Slavenger Car. Obviously, the Polish aren't people.
No, but
They are simply sentient bottles of vodka.
now, to be fair, the Poles had really awesome cavalry charges, some of the best in history.
Yes, the winged hussars.
They
When the
also had
winged
the last
hussars
cavalry.
arrive.
They also had the last cavalry charge in military history. Rest in peace. Rip.
But yeah, what am I? What are we talking about? Oh yeah, you keep it. You're like either an American German Abu, or you know, are a Mennonite, because Mennonites are primarily Mexican and German, at least all the Mennonites that I'm near. Which is a lot because I live in a Mennonite community. So you know, I mean, the Mennonites speak Low German. So
I saw some Mennonites for Dutch community, so they would speak Dutch, not German.
the Mennonites near you are Dutch.
No, I thought Mennonites and Amish were Dutch,
No,
so they would be speaking Dutch and not German.
there are probably Dutch Mennonites and there are probably Dutch Amish people. But no, it is not a primarily Dutch thing. Yeah, no, because I can tell you right now, there aren't any Dutch Mennonite people here unless they married in. They're all German, and I mean, German and like Latin American. And most of them lived in like Mexico. Like they have dual citizenship with the Latin American country and Canada. Including Mexico, which is North American, not Latin American. But like, I know one of the guys I work with. He's like German. Like his first language is Low German, which is Mennonite German. But like he lived in like Brazil or something, or Argentina. I want to say it was like Brazil. Why does this German man come from Argentina?
Because Germany is a strong. No, the Argentinians.
Oh, the
have
joke is that the Nazis fled to Argentina.
Yeah, the Argentinian dictatorship was really supported by Nazi Germany for some odd reason. I don't know why. Like, it's a very odd coupling.
But yeah, either way, yeah, lots of Mexicans and like Latin Americans who speak Spanish, and lots of Germans who speak specifically Low German, which is not the German spoken in Germany.
Okay, well, I'll be the same. Tschüss and ciao.
Alright, you fucking German Abu.
Wait, does that mean the Argentinian is a German Abu?
What? No.
The Argentinian man who speaks first language.
He's not like Argentinian, he is a German, like he's a Mennonite, and his first language is German. Low German.
Jet. Hey, off. What are you doing?
I'll be the same.
This is the thing, Latin American and an American who spoke Latin.
Wow.
The idea of someone
your child like that.
would speak like
Wow.
how the Science fan was read, and were generally confused as a kid. No, it's because Spanish and French are Latin-based languages. It's why you have Latinos, because they speak a Latin-based language. Yay, etymology.
She looks a little bit like Curious George.
What?
This handler I drew.
She looks a lot like.
She's curious about suicide.
Yeah. Yeah, curious about suicide. Curious about how to best get in our way. Fucking rides a goddamn fucking devil, Joe. Oh, I was looking for food because of Grandpa.
Yes, Grandpa said I should eat everything. Gibby.
Right? And now I have to go and, get in the middle of this fight with Velkhana because Grandpa said something about the Everworm. And gave me a Velkhana shard.
Good thing I have this handy-dandy hunter to help me and do all the work. Otherwise, I'd be dead.
God damn, she's curious about suicide. What a statement. Well, I mean, you haven't played World, so...
Who has it?
Legend, because he says he doesn't like it.
Oh.
He thinks it's... He thinks Rise is just a better version of World and Generation Ultimate, and is objectively a better game in general. So there's no reason to play World. Well, I mean, the reason to play World is so that you can get in on the handler hate.
I mean, and then you also get to see Grandma. Grandmeow.
Yes, Grandmeow. And I mean... and you also get to see the Meowscular Chef. He is definitely... I mean, Grandmeow Chef makes the game.
She does. Her food, I wish I would... You know what? I've always, I've seen her food and I'm like, I want to make that. I want to eat that food. That looks like some yummy, yummy food.
Man, you pick up the frickin', it has been slow roasted to perfection. You see your handler pick up the frickin', lamb chop or whatever, and the thing just starts falling apart, and I'm just like,
oh, hungies!
So yeah, Grandmeowster Chef is 10 out of 10 would buy her food again.
I'm not even looking at what the handlers colors are at this point. I'm just assuming they're just brown, yellow, blue. Also, who suggested that I draw a freaking handler?
Tuftee.
Tuftee, it's your fault.
No, Proprietus can't hold a mewling candle to the Grandmaster. Good hearty food on a nice cold day.
Yes.
I like the amount of drool you gave.
Well, I'm sorry. I am a fat person. I as a fat person find it her focus is so much on food, but she also wants to do things.
One or the other.
What are the other? It
Do
feels
things or eat food. How dare you try and do both?
yeah. How dare you try to fat shame me by enjoying food? No, it's just she. I do not like her. I do not like her.
No one likes her. Like that's not a controversial subject.
I know.
Guildmarm is best.
Yeah, Guildmarm is great. She's like she's like a mom character that's really excited about the hunter doing hunts and like is like the mom character that's like your biggest fan. And that's how
Actually, she
she
loves
is.
monsters more than anything. She would legit fuck a Brachydios.
Okay, that's also fair.
That's canon. I'm not making
She
that
would
shit up, by the way.
sex
That
with
is legit
Brachydios.
canon.
So what I'm hearing is that she wants to be fisted by a Brachydios.
Apparently, yes. She is great. Like, I guess what makes her great and like this character dumb is just like she doesn't like try to like overstep her bounds. She knows she just chillaxes at camp, takes your information, freaking sends you out on a hunt, and bada bing bada boom, you come back with a monster's head and she claps because you did a good job.
Mm-hmm. Give that bitch a monster. Bitches love monsters.
Exactly. As for this character, like, she, like, puts herself in danger for food. And I guess I should say, as a fat person, I fully understand the enjoyment of food. But, like, bro,
I love food.
I don't think I love food as much as the handler does.
Yeah, I don't love food enough to die. I mean, I love food enough to let food kill me, but I don't love food enough to put myself in, like, some stupid fucking position to get myself killed. Like, oh man, I want to go hunting. I want to go foraging in the fucking forest. I'm gonna actually wait for the my bodyguard to show up because I know that there are really big monsters there that will make my day not so bueno. Just by like farting at me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm back. Well,
There you go, Tuftee, it's done.
I was thinking more of like a tiny sign that says "dumb" next to her, so that we could easily like put it on a monster hunt on the screen on a Monster Hunter stream.
You say this. Okay, one moment.
I'm sorry.
I can do this. One moment. Why am I getting working?
Effort went actually into her handler, not the dumb sign. The dumb sign was like a layer that she then copied and added a couple effects to. It was.
Yeah.
Yep.
It took her longer to color the handler.
It's just it's more intensive for my port. It's more intensive for my computer to mess with the dumb sign.
Hilariously.
Oh, I can make it like that.
Wait, what was Legend talking about?
Oh, which one? That he used to think Latin Americans were Americans who spoke Latin? Or arguing about like which handler and which meow chef is the best.
The answer is Serious Handler and Grandma Meow Meow.
Yes.
Grandma Meow Meow is wonderful.
This isn't he's pulling from every game.
Oh.
Yeah, not just World, because he hasn't played World because he doesn't think it's good. Which I mean, if the reason he thought it wasn't good was because of the handler, I totally respect that opinion.
Now,
there you go.
But the proprietress is spectacular, and she has the best food.
Okay. It is done then.
But that is false because Grandmaster Chef has the best food. Like you need to see. Oh man, makes me hungry every time I eat.
There you go. She's done. She's ready to go. All right, next thing.
Oh, fuck.
How many things have I drawn so far?
A lot. A number amount. I don't know. Come up with an emote that you want to have in the Dead Tree server.
How about?
But I did.
I know you came up with a couple. Like even that handler emote works. Honestly, a lot of the drawings you drew today would make great emotes.
But the handler emote would have to be without the dumb text.
Okay. You know what? I'll just remove the dumb text. You guys can add it in yourselves. You're adults.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I thought with the dumb. I thought with the dumb text, it would also make a great emote.
Small text is not easy to read.
Also, I am not good at writing, so you know what? I'm good with just nixing the dumb.
I like the dumb though.
We can add it in later.
It can be added in post. There you go.
It can be added in post. But yeah. So I don't know. What's an emote you always wanted Dead Tree to have? We've got a penis with a knife.
My trapinch?
The trapinch. We've got the kiss me lips.
Yep.
We've got a couple facial expressions like
so something magic like something doing magic and and it's either I don't know something boobs are magical.
I mean, I'm down.
Asher says Andy Six Frog. I don't know what that means. You're going to have to be specific.
Yeah, you're saying words that I do not understand.
But yeah, I don't know if you want if you want to demonstrate your love for boobs, that's great. But I also demand that there's one for thighs.
You want one through thighs?
Especially if they are thighs that kill me.
Thighs that kill you. So you want watermelon crushing thighs?
Legend says, why don't you try drawing Tiny Tina from Borderlands 3 as a variant of the concave skull meme?
I do not know what the concave skull meme is.
Do you know what a Wojak is?
You just said a word. I have no idea what it means.
Oh man!
I know what Borderlands is. That is a thing I do know. I know who Tiny Tina is.
And
the rest
of the try and stay away from like other people's IP, please and thank you. I don't need to get a cease and desist on our fucking Discord. I mean, at least it's gonna be easy to remove the emote, but I'd rather not.
But yeah, that's. I agree with that sentiment. However, we do need to think of who, like, the fucking Wojak should look like.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be a dumb, like we're wanting like a well, that's a dumb idea type meme. Who's the dumbest person in the server?
I mean, are we talking to? I don't know. Versa at least knows gaming stuff.
So I definitely wouldn't be a Soju Wojak. I'd be a Chen Wojak.
I don't know, man. You have a pretty weak chin.
Man, I've got a Frankenstein face. Like, my whole head is fucking rectangular.
I figured out what I'm gonna do for my boobs.
What?
Oh,
it's a heart.
I mean, I'm down. I am down to clown.
I was confused
that was
because I thought you were like talking about your IRL tits, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, Show us your IRL tits. I won't say the point.
Yes, my big old boobabos.
Oh, these? My massive honkers. My big old
Boobies, my boobies, my massive fucking titties.
I need you to voice a voice clip of that for me.
Oh, I already did.
Oh, I need you to send it to me.
Hold on.
But honestly, I need you to do one, except it's using the terminology from, so I have an idea for an anime.
Because the thing is, my friend wanted to try out the like lip sync. No, that's Transformers. My friend wanted to try out the lip sync feature of SFM, so I fucking recorded that,
Mm-hmm.
and then she put it in, and it was pretty fucking funny.
I gotta look up what Ross. Wait. Ross.
I think I put too much booze in my drink.
Why do you say that?
I'm already feeling it.
But, oh, sweet.
And yes, I will do one for thighs. Well, one for butt and thighs.
But yeah, I always wanted to see someone do that, except with the new anime plot terminology. Oh, my huge boobs, my serious honkers, my real set of badonkers, my topo honkeros, my massive donkolos, my big old don honkeronkeros, my bigger bokahonkagoos, my humongous honkaglonkagonkagonka.
Oh my god.
I remember writing it out as a response. That's where I copied it. I just searched one of the terms and I have it.
Happy day of lesbian visibility, everybody!
Oh, yeah.
Boobs are great.
It was in response to you talking about it because you said my gonholongongus, and I'm like, oh, you mean my huge boobs? My serious honkers, my real set of donkers. Oh, I love that. Speaking of anime, though, and boobs, even though there aren't really any boobs in it, has anyone here? Yes, thick thighs save lives, but thigh highs will be my demise. Legend. But has anyone here been watching, Please Don't Bully Me, Nagatoro?
Oh, did you see that fucking thread too?
Which
No,
thread?
I haven't.
Oh my god! So somebody was complaining about the localization being, cringe because they used a lot of fucking slang like sus and turn what was it? Hold on, let me
But
give me a sec.
like she's a
turn, and they also translated something as turn a diss into a derp. And he was complaining about the localization being lazy, which it was. He was correct about that. But then he started making some really racist and transphobic comments. And everybody was just like, whoa, buddy, slow your roll. Then he got banned from Twitter.
What was he saying?
I forget. Let me find the archive.
Does this look like a... Alright, do these look like boobs?
Yes.
Okay, just making
Yeah,
sure.
a big bra.
Yup.
It's an upside down heart. So that's how you draw them.
Yup.
Yes.
That's how I always... Yeah, that's what I visualize when I draw boobs.
Because she hearts boobs.
I love boobs.
I mean, I love boobs too.
Boobs are majestic.
Careful. Pepe like them too, but he got banned.
I mean, the only thing that can hold a candle to boobs is just a nice, good pair of thighs, especially the ones that'll kill me.
And top tier is a combination of the two.
Especially if it's like a nice, tasteful bra and thigh highs.
Yes.
I thought the golden standard was like a good personality and like strong values.
I mean, that's good too, but like, I'm sorry, but like, you know what? That's good too. But when you're appreciating the body,
While I agree, and especially for a long time, like for a partner for the rest of your life, someone who has a fantastic personality that makes it easier to love them, is definitely a thing that you want. However, in the wise words of MC Vagina, I can't stick my dick in your personality, and I don't. Or no, sorry, I can't stick my dick in your college degree, and I don't give a fuck about your personality.
damn.
So show me your genitals.
Personality is a very major component of what makes a relationship work. However, it is also very important that you and your partner are sexually attracted to each other and are very happy to see each other. And some people, and this isn't saying beauty is an objective thing that should be adhered to. No, because there are some people that can find beauty in anything and find sexual attraction in people who look out of the ordinary. You're not ugly. Your piece to the puzzle is just somewhere else. That being
Exactly.
said, it's very important to find a partner who is both emotionally and physically attracted to you, because having passion physically attractive to you, because having a connection with that person is important for making a relationship work. You have to have passion for each other, and you have to have passion for yourself. And that's why I think a lot of people don't understand on the internet. It's that
I'm not sexually attracted to you because of X, Y, and or Z reasons with your physicality. That's my problem, not yours.
Yeah.
And not necessarily. I'm not I mean, if I'm sitting there going, "Ugh, you fucking sow, you're so disgusting because you have 9 toes," and apparently in this hypothetical position I have. No, because I'm very much about thighs. I guess it would be better to say because you have skinny thighs. Ugh. Go kill yourself with your tiny thighs. That would be shaming you. But if I just if you're like, oh, hey, Lala, let's go on a date, and I go, yeah, no, sorry, Tuftee. One, I'm not interested in men, and two, I don't like fat people. That's my problem, not yours.
Yeah.
I'm only 188 pounds. I'm actually fairly close to my ideal BMI.
Close, but not close enough.
Fuck you.
Get out of here, fatty.
Damn.
I am perfectly average. I am simply built different.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Oh, fuck you.
No thanks, I got your mom for that.
No,
We're over this. I'm not sexually attracted to you.
Oh, wait, what?
That's what I was telling you. I'm not sexually attracted to you because you're fat and I'm not gay. But yeah, that is entirely my problem, not
It's
yours.
okay. I'm not attracted to you either because I like to have my cake and eat it too.
And that's why you're fat.
I love women with the badonkadonk, but not just the badonkadonk. Think thick thighs. Skinny is okay too, but they have to have nice legs. Nice legs is very important.
I mean,
me personally, I have a preference towards thicker women in general. Like
That's
not
fair.
like overtly, like not overtly thick, but like
You like big butts and you cannot lie.
yeah,
You
as
don't
long
want to
yeah,
deny.
yeah,
If a
as
girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung.
exactly. But
But I've got
bigger woman, pretty good.
mhm.
I like big girls, itty bitty. Sorry,
yes.
I like big
Yes.
girls, itty girls, singing ditty girls, pretty witty girls. I like the leggy girls with a nice size. I love a nice chest, no matter what size.
I like the tall queens and the short stacks and the belly folds and the six packs. I like the mild girls and the wild girls. You got style, girl. Let 'em ride, girl. I fucking love that song.
It is majestic. I love it too.
I love Joe Cat.
Yeah, he's a majestic bastard.
Oh. But yeah, I like girls. I like girls a lot.
Same.
Girls. And like the thing is, like I'm not super picky when it comes to like anatomy and that sort of thing, because I don't know. I'm an autistic sap who just likes the like human form in general and is not super picky. And I like how do I put this? Anatomical quirks of different people, because everybody's got a different body, and I just like I don't know.
You like some spice. You like some spice on your plate.
Yeah. It's nice being with someone that's different.
Yeah.
And that's why you're not gay.
Yeah. Don't worry, I only date men who dress up as girls.
100%.
So you are gay.
No, I was making a joke. I actually like made the joke to my friend CJ, because that his sexual preference of he's not gay, but he does enjoy men who dress up as women. He's currently dating a trap. So
I mean, hey,
Hey, all the
power to
power.
him.
Yeah.
yeah, more power to him. Like
If he's enjoying it, go for it.
yeah, he's having a great old time. He's having fun. Nobody can take that away from him,
Exactly.
except for the military.
Extra Bernie.
Fair.
Well, I make that joke because he's enlisted.
Alright, and then I'm gonna make the Spartans.
Oh man, I'm not. Yeah, you sent me that link, and Jesus fucking Christ, that turned into a train wreck real fast.
Yeah, it goes from haha funny man say soy to oh no really quick.
Well, Tuftee, you had to say it. I am now very confused and concerned. Oh, right. What you were explaining earlier. I'm sorry, my brain's dumb.
Yeah, the person who was like complaining about the Nagatoro, the fuck, this booze is hitting me hard. I've only had a few sips. The Nagatoro localization, and it was making fun of it because it uses a lot of like really lazy translations, like turn a dis into a derp, and using sus, which sus is something that has existed since before Among Us, which is why it existed in Among Us. However, it still dates the piece, and like when you're watching an anime and you're watching like an anime that's good and has been out for a while and you just want to like look through it, you don't want to like look back and think, huh, what the fuck does that mean, dissonant derp? Like nobody uses that nowadays.
Nope.
It dates the piece and makes it like hard to understand. Especially
Nobody uses what?
Diss into a derp.
Alright.
Again, like it. The problem, and like I agree with this fuckboy on the like. A lot of times where they're throwing the translations, sus through such a loop, because the problem is it just makes the whole thing feel like, how you doing, fellow kids? Like
Yeah.
that's what turned it. It just makes Nagatoro, which I love the manga because it's just like the characterization. Oh man, I could just guess through that. And I mean, the anime too. If you fucking ignore the shitty translation, the shitty localization, like it's just top tier between the facial expressions, the character interactions, the character writing. Like, I mean, it's great, and like, I mean, it's really fucking sad for Senpai, for like the first, probably for this entire first season. But then, like, when things start hitting off, like, it's like,
Senpai. Love me, Senpai. Love me.
Yeah.
I mean, it is very much a case of she likes him, so she bullies him. But like again, just the facial expressions are what sells me the most. I mean, and I mean Nagatoro's characterization. She's just such a great character, such a bitch, but such a great character. But yeah, like it makes it seem like such a goddamn fucking reach. Oh, look at me, we're being like all like hip with using the lingo that no one fucking uses.
And it's also the fact of like using the lingo and not just writing the. And I suppose it's just because like Japanese teenage girls have a very like particular way of speaking that's like all fucking slang. But, and here's the big but, that doesn't give them. Yes, I love big butts. Is that when you're localizing something, you want it to be 1, accessible, 2, a decent translation. When translation and accessibility do not line up, then
Get
you
ocean
have,
dubbed easy.
No, then you go for accessibility. I go to translation class in college.
you always go for accessibility.
Yes.
And
Have to. I mean, unless it's critical to the piece, in which case you add a footnote.
yeah, Keikaku means plan.
All according to Keikaku.
And that's when you get fucking gems like that. However,
Well, that is from the history of fan subbing. Or fan subbing.
I fucking miss fan subs because they were shitty. However, they came from a place of love rather than I'm doing this to make money. And I realized that that sounds like, oh, look at this boomer thinking people shouldn't be paid for their work. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I like things that are made by people who are passionate about the work. And
Yeah, they were doing it because they loved it. It wasn't for the paycheck, and there's a feeling of heart in it.
yeah. And
I agree with
there's a certain degree of what Crunchyroll is doing that just kind of takes away from it. And to some degree, the same thing with like Netflix, Hulu. Everybody is taking up these animes. This is why I hate exclusive anime licenses, because it makes a monopoly on a specific IP. And it's just gross.
We had to circle back to piracy is an accessible is a service issue.
Yes.
But-
That being said, do not pirate the Dead Tree books, unless you can't afford them, in which case pirate them.
In which case,
Yeah,
still pay them.
I'm not
Maybe we'll-
honestly. If we are getting so much, if our books are that popular that people are like legitimately pirating, and I mean we found some Dead Tree books on pirated sites, but like the downloads are fuck all. But I mean if people are fucking pirating the shit out of our books, it means two things. And I mean like an absolute fuck out of our books, not like just the normal like whatever. It means two things. It means one, we have to look at our accessibility for this. And there are a couple ways we can address that. I
You
mean,
mean like fixing your fucking website?
I mean, our website's a little ugly, but our storefront is very functional. Accessibility wise, there isn't really an issue with that in terms of usability of the site.
Yeah.
You know, we accept credit cards and we accept PayPal, which affects most people.
Also, Erica?
There are a few people who can't do that.
I mean, technically speaking, you also accept cash payments through the Wells Fargo wagon.
Do we?
That
I
was
mean,
a joke because the
okay.
Wells Fargo wagon doesn't fucking exist.
Well, I don't know. It might be some weird fucking American thing.
That's fair enough.
Wells Fargo
We
is a
are
bank,
also
however, they
looking
do
into
not do
accepting
parcel service
crypto.
anymore.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Wells Fargo is a bank, however, I'm pretty sure they don't do parcel service anymore.
Probably not. We could do cash on delivery, but that, I mean, with some of the prices of our stuff, that's not really a thing I'm interested in doing. But we are looking into accepting crypto, which will help a fair amount of people with some of that, because a lot of it's just like, oh, I don't have a credit card or I can't use a credit card. And then the other thing is well, we don't have a physical storefront. We do travel to conventions and we accept cash at those conventions. So the people who can't actually pay us via credit card or debit card because they just can't, they can come visit us. Which helps some of that, unless they're like,
But also we're also in the middle of like an
Um,
entire pandemic.
yeah.
Oh,
So that doesn't help.
Yes.
One request: do not make the booty Caucasian.
Don't make the booty. Okay.
Yeah.
What color? What color? All right. What color you want the booty?
But that one, like your thought, the angle of your stockings are off.
Oh, they are.
They'd be kind of angled upwards a little bit more because I'm assuming her legs are kind of crossed.
Yeah, she's doing a little bit of a walk because one butt's in front of the other.
Yeah. If she's doing a bit of a walk, then I would raise one and lower the other.
Let's see. Actually, let's look at the emojis. You know what? We could use some short stack goblin appreciation and representation.
Oh, so you're saying I should do Helena's skin color, which I think she's.
I mean, I was more thinking green, but Helena also works.
Well, I mean.
I was just saying because, like, I don't know. You just need some spice.
Yeah, need a bit of spice. Let me remember what Helena looks like again, because like she's like
ebony.
You guys probably don't know who Helena is, or if you do.
No. Helena is Versal's short stack goblin character who is always angry.
Yep. Okay.
Is this from a Pathfinder game or D&D game? Like,
D&D.
D&D.
You guys don't stream that?
No.
No.
Huh?
We are a bunch of awkward nerds.
Not all of our lives needs to be plastered up on the internet.
But it's the internet. Of course they do.
No, I absolutely refuse. Sometimes I just want to have fun with my friends and not. And the only acting I have to do is being in character.
It's
the only acting you have to do is enjoying company with your friends.
And that's what. And to be honest, that's what makes these streams special, because we do them like on a fairly consistent basis. Sometimes you get a little bit extra, you know. And eventually, these streams are going to become like more and more often as we get more and more people on. But at the same time, like,
that's not right.
It's not going to be the same hosts like 24/7.
Yeah, because
content directly into your brain, because we need to have our off time too. And like, I don't know. I just hate the idea of like the expectation. And Bagel, I know that you're joking. However, I hate the expectation that comes with these parasocial relationships that you see on fucking online, where like the people that are like doing these things need to give me validation, or else I'm going to shoot up a Wawa. Some people have fucking parasocial relationships with fictional characters. Some people have parasocial relationships.
Don't you fucking insult my waifu.
Fuck you. Some people have parasocial relationships with actual real people. Both of these things are bad. Being like, I don't know, I don't like where the world is going, and it creeps me out the idea that sometimes, like,
And when you're a public figure, like, you don't. When you're a public figure, you only get to be you behind closed doors. You have
Yeah.
to be whatever the persona is of your public figure whenever you are in public.
And I'm going to be honest, I want to retain, like, my ability to be myself as much as I can, especially
like,
when I'm doing stuff with Dead Tree.
to give, like, for people who are like, what do you mean persona? So, like, you know how people have a retail voice
Yep.
for when they
Yeah,
work
I do
retail?
know, so I don't
Congratulations,
know.
that is your public persona. Hi, how are you, sir? How may I help you? And you're fucking cheerful where, like, normally you're just, what? Yeah, no, congratulations, that is a public persona. That is the facade you put on when in public to entertain the public. It's not a big deal when you work something like retail because, I mean, honestly, the moment, like, no one really recognizes you. You don't have to keep that up when you're on your own time. You only have to do it when you're wearing the company's branded shirt. But when you are an actual social figure of note, i.e., a streamer, i.e., um, a YouTuber, whatever, especially when you're using your real face, um, you have to keep that up anytime people recognize you. You know,
And I know, like,
and that's if you're wanting to keep, like, that's if you're wanting to kind of help keep that facade going. It's also why, like, you hear stories of, like, oh, so-and-so's such an absolute fucking dick in real life. No, probably they're just tired of putting up facade. And they're like, dude, fuck right off. I want my 5 fucking minutes to myself while I eat these burgers in a Wawa. Yes, these raw burgers I pulled from a freezer in a Wawa. I just want to be able to eat them like the gremlin I am, and you are disturbing this.
I would also like to say that, yeah, it's fucking bold of us to talk about this like we actually matter and we have like 102 subscribers. But like the thing is, like, it's something worth considering if we want to, like,
Actually,
have Dead Tree be a big thing, and like it's something that I personally worry about constantly. Honestly, I'd be streaming more if I wasn't fucking terrified of people.
You can, I mean, it's one of the big things.
I would like to say I am not terrified of people. I am terrified of the things people can do.
Yeah. But like Tuftee, it's a, like, there's a reason we have, like, garnered the culture in our Discord, to be the culture it is. And that is because none of us wanted to get on Discord and not be ourselves. I could jump on Discord, and I mean, I can't just pull up a random and insult them because I don't know them, but, like, there are a lot of the regulars, and I can be like, fuck you, Miss K. I didn't mean Miss K would be grumpy, but he also knows that's me. I can shitpost at Versal and call him a fucking douche canoe. I can do whatever the fuck I want and be me and swear and say fuck and whatever. And I mean, I say it on stream all the time.
So-
Fuck you, fuck this amazing
I-
nerd, you fucking fuck.
I understand this is a very deep conversation, but I am but I need to sidetrack it real quick. Should there be lacy? But should these panties be lacy, or should they just be comfy?
Yes. Yes. Lace makes everything better.
That is true. I would just like to say, though, for the sake of the people in chat, Ms. K is a good old boy, and he should be treated with respect because he is very tired and has to deal with fucking idiots at his job. And please do not poke Ms. K. Ms. K is very grumpy, and he deserves better.
Yes. He's just always, like, the first fucking... He's the first name that comes to my mind in that chat, when I think of, like, the randoms in that chat. Him, Carl, Legend, Eagle, like, you know, the regulars. Axton, fuck you, Axton.
And now after this deep conversation, we're hemorrhaging viewers. I'm sorry, guys.
Great. But I mean, shit.
That Peggle made, and we get a really
If Legend
deep
is still here, I absolutely made fun of him and called him out in in a playtest build for Dames. Like, just a dev note call out. Fuck you, Legend. And like, that's the kind of stuff I want people to kind of like expect from us. Not necessarily like we're mean people, we're bullying this poor man who over abused a mechanic and he had to update it.
Oh, I fucking love the eat everything debacle. That was
Man,
great.
that was
Oh
great.
yes,
I loved that.
it was
Wait, what
majestic.
happened? What did he do? Kill Bagel. What happened?
He ate everything. Like,
So what happened is we were doing a playtest,
Yep,
and we fought some humans because they were being dicks to us, and they wouldn't let us into the cave because they were brainwashed by some slut.
yep.
And
They looked at a
then,
pair of boobs and couldn't resist.
then we
I
stopped
mean, I
in
couldn't
the
resist
camp
telling
and
them
like
to-
rest for the day because we were low on hit points, low on everything. And so the topic came up of what is there to eat. Jaconde and fucking Legends character were like, oh well, let's make some soup. Let's put in some of the jellyfish evolve, some of the canvas from the tent. Wait, canvas from the tent? Yes, it gives the soup more body. We can't eat that. What are you, fucking gay?
they're just like, I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna eat this leather item. I'm gonna eat this sword.
Yep.
No,
You-
I was dying.
Okay.
Obviously, I let
You
them.
the hell
It's
out of
within
it.
the
Okay.
rules. And I mean, that's the whole point of playtesting.
Yeah.
To find these little bugs. So it's not like I was mad at them or
However,
anything.
It was
I do-
funny.
It's such a
I would like
hilarious
to say-
situation.
I would like to say it is worth considering once we get the undead and mimics out, that there should be like a trait that you can build for where you can eat metal armor and stuff like that, because like rust rust monster from D&D, for example.
Yeah, I get you.
People want to play their tropes and everybody has a favorite.
Yes. And I am definitely down for that. But yeah, absolutely hilarious situation. Made me laugh my ass off. And then we went and we changed and updated the rules based off of feedback and playtest results, normal stuff. And then when I wrote another mechanic that kind of synergized a little or whatever, and then I put in a specific like note: you can't, like, hard rule limitation, you can't do this, 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 and this. Fuck you, like, a little bug. The most violent, yes, the most violent Sakata girl.
It was fun drawing her.
It was amazing shenanigans, and I am like, it was great. But yeah, so like I absolutely called him out in a note in the actual public, well, playtest rules, the semi-public, for playtesters only, playtesting rules. Because fuck you, Legend. I mean, that's the kind of is just hilarious stuff like that, and I don't want people to like I don't want like that prim proper like, ooh, gotta be like, because that's not going to be fun for me if I can't be me.
Yeah.
It's one thing, like, I respond to emails very, very professionally. Hello, sir, sorry for this, okay, blah, 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 I'll make sure it gets done, I'm gonna go deal with that right away, thank you, sir, thank you, ma'am, blah, blah, blah. But, like, that's a professional correspondence, and people expect that, and even then, like, it will devolve into more, like, just kind of regular conversation if the email chain goes back and forth for a while. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Thanks for being cool about it. Hope you have a great day. Like, I've had a couple of email chains that, like, ended something like that, or like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I hear you on that one. Like, who cares? Or I freaking love that anime. That's super great. You know, and so they do that. They will eventually get a little bit more casual if the back and forth is there. But like, when we are possibly refunding people for their CDs, because of COVID stuff and a whole bunch of others
Oh,
shit things that have made the CDs absolutely cursed.
Caster, we're having a bit of trouble with the stream. and buffering.
Oh dear, what's the issue?
YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering.
It is
Oof.
buffering a little. Your internet is taking a shit.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
we have
struggling.
really shitty internet.
My neighbors is still your internet cast.
Yeah, Spectrum fucking sucks.
Doing it.
It's sort of hard to, it's sort of, again, Bagel, as much as I would love to say that, I am in a complex in the middle of a city.
So all of them.
You know what, Bagel? If you want to fly down to San Antonio and, you know, complain to everyone within San Antonio, go for it.
Okay.
But yeah. Either way, I ended up writing everyone a just like super professional, you know, thank you for your patience and understanding. Here's what's happening. Here's the choices you have. Blah blah blah. You know, here's what we're gonna do. Thank you. You know, professional corporate correspondence that I wrote up in 30 minutes half drunk.
He is the most humble of people.
Whatever. So like, you know, like that stuff was, you know, like that is what is expected. Like if I just kind of wrote a, yeah, hey guys, like, you know, blah blah blah, shit's fucked. You know, do you want $25 or do you want to like get your fucking? Do you actually want your CD order or do you just want a refund? Like people are gonna be a little bit less receptive to that. You know, and then when they come in and like actually talk to us one-on-one and like get to see us as people, because like, you know, email is I'm emailing you as Deadtree, even though I am signing it personally with my name. You know, this is Deadtree, and we are actually a professional company, so we have to act like it. And then like, you know, you get into our Discord, we're like, yes, we're people. Hi. We are fun to be around, and we make them play. But I mean, at this is like we are in the middle of like building our core fan base, and I mean we have a really great foothold and just an excellent core fan base that I absolutely love. As much as I shit on them. But like, you know.
Well, the fans have to be taught their place sometime.
Yes, the peons need to be taught their place. But like, actually, shit, that reminds me of a really hilarious joke. So because of some bugs with like Discord and it's like, people can actually see the mods and staff channel. Like they can't actually like look at anything that's in them or join any of them, but they can see that they exist, and they can they can see that the voice channels exist regardless of what we do because it's just how Discord works. And so there was that one time that all 5 of us were in like an important meeting or whatever, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, all the Deadtree people are actually sitting and having a chat together." And I just immediately wrote in the general names, or like in just the general,
because usually we stream until like midnight. But this is an art stream, so
Yeah, I mean, and it's also like running my computer. We'll have to find like a better way to like set up the stream to where it's not like having just a stroke.
oh wait, it's no longer having a stroke, so we might not have to end it.
Okay, well, they're gonna see me do a lot of like sending.
We're back. People are reconnecting.
Oh boy.
So it was literally just the connection. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's smooth. Everything's crispy. For now.
Oh boy. There is a crop tool.
Also, sorry for triggering you early, Tuftee.
What do you mean?
Sorry for triggering you earlier, Tuftee.
It wasn't really. So I'm going to say this. It wasn't triggering. I don't have PTSD about it. It's just that like I am a firm believer in like random acts of kindness and human kindness. However, I also believe that like people can do some fucked up things. And you know what? That's just a fact of life. that you need to be aware of, and that's why parasocial relationships are, bad. It's just something that I've been thinking a lot of as of late, as I.
I'd have to
There
disagree.
is a lot that goes
I think
in.
parasocial relationships are good.
I mean,
It's just when you take them to an extreme, they're bad.
they're good. However, if
Okay.
you take them seriously, they're bad.
Yeah, like, okay, So, by definition, like, the reason the term is called parasocial is because it's parasitic social relationship. Parasitic is not good. If it was good, it would be symbiotic. But that's just a normal relationship. I benefit you, you benefit me. And we are friends because we enjoy each other's company and whatever. And then, like, I might lend you $5 and then you pay me back, and then, whatever. We just are friends.
It's not really.
But,
It's just that, like,
when it comes with parasocial, like, when it comes to parasocialism, like, it's a lot of projecting. It is again, it's why, like, the waifu thing is, a big thing, or, like, people, it's why the rise of the e-girl has been so prominent. Because a lot of people are starved for attention. And a lot of people are starved for that connection.
especially men.
Yes.
Because men are taught that their feelings don't matter, and that just because they're sad doesn't mean they're allowed to make it other people's problems. LMAO, go see a therapist for like $500 a session, and maybe that'll fix your rampant depression.
And I mean, there's a lot that kind of goes into it. And, like, I mean, it can be a very lonely existence. And it can be really fucking shitty. And so people kind of find that comfort in, their TV shows and their waifu, and, kind of project a lot of that stuff, or in their favorite YouTuber or streamer or movie streamer or whatever. And I mean, to an extent, yeah, it's a coping method. It helps you relax. It kind of helps you kind of fill that void, and in like short terms, in small interims, it's not, it can be healthy, but ultimately it isn't, because it's always going to be this one-sided relationship, and because you're just not actually going to ever get anything back from that, you're just going to be spiraling and projecting more and more and more. And I mean, this is why we get things like, the really funny meme about how, like, I don't know if anyone here watches Papa Gundam, but, like,
Oh, Pastor, did you end the stream?
Did I? Is it done?
It looks like it is.
It looks like it. Yeah.